Right, episode 2. I've got to learn, I've got to look up at the camera, then it looks like I'm looking at the camera and not below the camera. Anyway. Um, episode 2. What is that? The Force Awakens? I don't know. Revenge of the Sith? I don't know. Anywho. Roller coaster of emotions. I've told some people that things are changing in my life. And had another jab in the old arm, a jibby jab. Yeah. Keep looking down there. So if I move this away, maybe that'll help. You can't see anything that I'm doing there, but whatever. Anyway, so what have I got to talk about today? What's happened? A couple of days ago I did my episode 1. Now episode 2. Hopefully it's not 18 minutes long, but if I keep talking shit, it probably will be. Anyway, I went for my CT scan yesterday. Yesterday. And there, that was midday-ish yesterday. Went into the hospital. Very interesting times in hospitals, all through the COVID stuff. Sign here, scan here. What's your name? Why are you here? Wear your mask. Here's a wristband. A lot of protocols to go through, but that's cool. Got in there. Got the needle in my arm. I was getting a contrast in so they could trace everything. Went into the scan. Got the needle in my arm, and done this once before in my life with a needle, and I had a few medical reasons, that is, for needles in my arms over my time. And had a bit of a conversation with the lady about the last time I went for a CT scan. I basically passed out. Got the needle in my arm, went through the thing, and then got dizzy and basically passed out. Still conscious, but yeah, needed to lie down and dizzy, sweats, all that sort of jazz. So I had that conversation with her, and then she started to worry, and she's like, "Do you want to lie down on the bed and do this?" Nah, it's all good. So sitting there, jabs me in the arm, and she said, "You alright?" And I'm like, yeah. And the jab was for the contrast, IV sort of line to go in the arm. And went in there. Oh, she did that, and then she's like, "All right, I'll be away for 2 minutes. Just got to go put this away and do this, and then I'll be back with you. Sing out if you need anything." And I'm sitting there in my bloody hospital gown and sitting there. I was like, "Oh, it's getting a bit warm in here. Oh shit, it's getting warm. Oh shit, I'm sweating. I can feel this big rush, just this rush of warmth come over me." I was like, "All right, look to the roof." Close my eyes, breathe, come on, breathe. You'll be right, you don't need to lie down, you gotta be good. And close my eyes again. Oh fuck, nah, this is not good. I opened my eyes, the nurse is standing there, and I looked at him and I said, "Give me a bed, give me one now, I'm gonna pass out." And he looks at me, takes him for a second to figure out what the hell I'm on about. He's like, "Right, back in a sec." Runs off, grabs a bed, and as he's lowering it down and putting the arm on it, he's like, "Right, make your way." And I'm like, "Yep." And I couldn't even feel my body. It was everything, absolute autopilot. I just stood up, took the 2 meters, a couple of steps in the 2 meters over to the bed, lay on the bed, and just went carbonk. And then I was sitting there, right, that was cool. Oh, look at that, I'm coming back to now. All the blood's come back to my head. That's good. And so that was the first part. Hadn't even got the contrast yet. That was just the needle going into the frickin' arm so they could put the contrast in there. So that was the exciting part of that morning. They made me wait another 10 minutes before they took me into the CT. So I lay in the bed, and then I had to sit up a little bit. And a couple minutes later, stand up, make sure I was all good. Then they laid me back down in the bed and wheeled me through. Oh no, sorry, no. They actually, I walked through to the CT, and got in there, lay down in the bed. The bed was too short. My feet were touching the end of the machine. Just this bed, and you basically go through a big donut, and that's what the scan is. So I did that, and so you go in there. They talk you through it. They tell you what's going to happen. Pass you through it twice as a test because you got to hold your breath as you do it. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Hold your breath, and then they send you through. And then okay, start breathing again. So that was cool. Did that, and then right, they're gonna come and you're sitting there with your arms above your head and your little IV lines in here. Yep, that's how it looks. And so she put it in, and she said in the pre-discussions beforehand, you might taste this metallic taste. You might feel really warm. You might feel like you're gonna pee. All of this weird stuff. She was like, okay, cool, whatever. Let's just get this over and done with. So she puts it in, and she goes, it's in. And I'm like, oh yeah, yep. There's the warmth. Am I gonna pass out again? For fuck's sake. Sitting there, no, didn't pass out. Okay, I can handle that. Sweating a bit, but I can handle that. Cool. What's that weird? Oh, metallic. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Why does it feel like I'm about to shit myself? My butthole's warm. Oh my god. Nah, not here. Not now. Come on, man. Oh my god. And that sensation went away, so that was quite happy about that. And then they passed me through the machine, and then they wheeled me back through, and actually they brought a bed through, and I just rolled over onto the bed, and they took me back through, and that was pretty much the end of that. They made me wait, as you're supposed to, 20 minutes after the contrast is injected into you, and then went from there. So that was cool. Easy, done. That test was to see how far the cancers, tumours, whatever you want to call it, have spread, if at all, if they had. So that's what that test was about. And as I said to the wife, the scan went from dick to lip, because that's how far they scanned you from. She had some other word like pelvis to chin or something, but I think dick to lip sounds a bit better. So that's what we did. We did a dick to lip scan, and probably about you can probably tell I'm a bit more of an upbeat mood today than I was the other day, because the other day was what's next, unknowns, all of that sort of jazz. But I've just had a phone call that I requested because I wanted to know the results. Obviously I can't read the results, but I wanted to know the results of the CT scan and obviously the biopsies when they came back. So just got off the phone with the lady, the lovely lady from, never met her, but from the surgical team, and I wrote me some notes so I could remember what all of this shit was about. No, it hasn't spread. Yeah, it's probably a pretty easy thing to remember, isn't it? But it stayed within my bunghole, just within my colon, large intestine or lower intestine, whatever you want to call it. It's near my ring piece, and it's staying there. As much as I try, it's staying there. So that's cool. That's really good news. It means it hasn't spread to any other organs or anything like that. Remember it was dick to lip, so all those organs in between. I guess I could still have brain cancer, but yeah, that happens. You're pretty screwed, aren't you? But yeah, it hasn't spread, so I'm a bit happy about that. As you can tell, I'm a little bit more candid than I was the other day with things. What does that mean? It still means I'm getting surgery. And I asked the question about the biopsies, and yes, it is adenocarcinoma cancer. So the biopsies came back as a positive, which is negative, but a positive, so a positive negative or a negative positive, in the words of Trump. So yeah, the tumours inside me are cancerous, and they need to come out. So what happens from here? I still have my appointment next Tuesday with the doctor or the surgeon and the surgical team, and that's to talk about the courses of action and which ones I want to take, if I want to have the surgery, if there's chemo involved, etc., etc. But basically what they're telling me is this needs to come out, and that's our next steps. Go through that, get rid of them. Bill and Ben, the flower pot men, that's what I've named them. Get rid of those guys and go from there. So yeah, it means that it'll be pretty quick. Within a month of this meeting next Tuesday, the surgery will happen. I'll be in hospital for 4 days, and I'll have 6 weeks of no heavy lifting, and it's written here. I don't know if you can see it. Nah, not really. But I wrote down because she said no vacuuming, so that means I'm not allowed to do any vacuuming. So when the wife sees this, I've written it down. No vacuuming. I'm not allowed to do it. She didn't give a timeline, so I guess that means the rest of my life, no vacuuming. So she just, it's known now, right? Everyone knows. Yeah, it's going to mean some time off work, but it's potentially going to be through Christmas, so that's cool. Won't lose out on work. I'll be able to keep that rolling on, and have something to go back to, all that sort of jazz. And cheers. I'm having a little celebratory beer. Episode 2. Revenge of the Sith. I'm the Sith today. I'm having my revenge. But anyway, yeah, there's a long road ahead still, and I know that. I know there's a long road ahead. I'm celebrating the little win as I get them. Or little wins. It's going to be more than one. Yes, it will be. Yeah. It is, as I said on the earlier, it is what it is. Got to deal with it now, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Yep, it's gonna put me through frickin' highs and lows, and I understand that. And I understand there's a heck of a lot of people out there that care and are there to support me. And to all you guys, thank you very much. I've met a lot of people in my life, and I really appreciate all of you. Really do. I've had a lot of notes and messages and everything so far, and no one's put anything on my Facebook, which is brilliant. That's exactly what I wanted at the moment. So thank you. Thanks for your support. And I know, as I said, I've got a long road ahead. Could be chemo. And she told me I'm not going to lose my beard on this sort of chemo, so I'll hold her to that. So Tony, I don't need you to grow pubes and glue them together for me. Yeah, you can put them on yourself. I know you're a little bit light up the top there, mate. So yeah. So yeah, this is my win for the day. I'm ecstatic about that. I really am. So I'm gonna sign off now, have a beer, and continue on this ride. See where I get to. Right. Without further ado, episode 2 is over. Thanks for coming.